Do you ever notice that guys who have a wider frame seem to have it much easier in life? Guys with a wide frame will instantly earn the respect from other men, can progress in their career with greater ease, and will have a higher likelihood of attracting women. Additionally, the wider your frame is, the better your shoulder to hip ratio is going to be. And a study out of the University of Albany showed that men with a higher shoulder to hip ratio gave more orgasms to women in bed. You may be thinking, it's all down to genetics, but the good news is you can also improve your frame, even if you have narrow clavicles. Let me teach you how, and you will reap the rewards. There are a few key areas you need to focus on to building that superhero-like frame that will change your life for the better. Step 1. Increase your testosterone levels. Your shoulders contain a high amount of androgen receptors, so the higher your testosterone levels are, the more likely you are to fill out your shoulders to increase your frame. Doing heavy compound lifts like deadlifts, barbell rows, bench press, and overhead press are going to boost your testosterone levels. This is going to aid in increasing your frame. Don't be a pencil neck beta who only uses machines and cables to build up your frame. It's just not going to work. Also, avoid microplastics like the plague. Microplastics are everywhere nowadays, and they're screwing up your hormones. Men are becoming more and more feminine, and microplastics are partly to blame. Avoid drinking water out of plastic bottles, and never eat food out of heated plastic containers. This is going to kill your natural T levels, and you're never going to build a wider frame. Step 2. Get strong on overhead press. I would say this one exercise has added the most muscle to my frame without a doubt, and has definitely made my shoulders wider. You can offer a seated dumbbell overhead press or a standing military barbell overhead press. Choose which movements you prefer. Aim to perform this movement 2 to 3 times a week and do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. I know you've heard this a million times, but make sure you're progressively overloading over time, or else you're not going to see the results you desire. Also, spamming lateral raises is going to add a lot of thickness to your side delts and is going to make your shoulders way wider. So don't skip out on that exercise, it's golden. For lateral raises, going to failure is an absolute must, and adding drop sets can also be beneficial. Step 3. Bulk. Let's be honest, a lot of guys are underweight and therefore they have a narrow frame. They just don't eat enough. You need to gain a lot of mass to be able to fill out your frame to where it becomes noticeable to the average person. It's important that you're smart when it comes to bulking. Bulking is not an excuse to eat whatever you want, aka dirty bulking. Dirty bulking is extremely stupid and it's just going to result in a bunch of fat gain. Do a lean bulk of around 200 to 300 calories above your maintenance, and over time you're going to see your frame fill out. You have to be patient, but over time you're going to notice a lot more muscle in your upper body. This is going to give you a wider frame. Step 4. Don't neglect your upper back muscles. Having a strong and muscular upper back is just as important as having strong shoulders. Having a strong back is going to ensure that your muscles are proportionate and it's going to prevent injury. Do exercises like heavy weighted pull-ups, heavy barbell rows and dumbbell rows to build that width and thickness in your upper back. This is going to increase your frame without a doubt. Another exercise that is often slept on is the rack pull above the knee. Alpha Destiny, also known as Alex Leonidas, was a big proponent of heavy rack pulls above the knee, and he was often criticized for it. However, his wide frame proves that this exercise works, as it works the upper back muscles through the weighted stretch. Step 5. Train your upper body more often than your lower body. A lot of guys starting out in the gym don't know which program to follow. They are often recommended to do programs that have a heavy emphasis on lower body movements like squatting, especially strong lifts 5x5. This is a minimalistic program and lacks enough volume for the upper body to really achieve a wider frame. When I was first starting out, this is the program that was recommended to me, and as a result it took much longer to widen my frame and my shoulders. This is simply because I was focusing on the wrong muscle groups, as the program had me squatting 3 times a week. There you have it, 5 steps that will allow you to get a superhero-like frame. Remember, it takes a lot of time to fill out your frame, but be patient and consistent, and over time, you're gonna transform into a different human being. People are gonna treat you much differently now, but in a good way. Don't skip out on any of these steps, as they all play a crucial role. Thanks for watching this video, and see you next time.